Hello everyone, welcome back to my YouTube channel Salesforce AI Champions. Today I'll be going to discuss about how to make HTTP callouts from Salesforce ScreenFlow. So before get started, please do like, share, subscribe my YouTube channel, and feel free to add comments regarding any improvements for the videos. And I'll be creating one ScreenFlow today, and from the ScreenFlow I will use that action HTTP callout to make callouts to the external system. So for today I'll be using this dummy JSON website which provides kind of mock APIs so that we can test and perform these callouts. So I'll be using like product. Under product we have different category list, so I can make the callout to this endpoint, and we can get like we can get the product category list, like different kind of category list we can get as a response. So let me create quickly a screen flow, and I'll be clicking on this plus icon, and we'll select the action element. And in the action element we can see this, there is option HTTP callout. So I need to click on that. So in the callout we need to create an external service. So external service means we need to provide a external service name and the name credential is nothing but like we need to perform callouts to a external system. To make authorized URL, we can create a name credential into Salesforce. Whenever we are creating any named credential, we don't need to create a remote site settings URLs. So to make callouts to external system, we create a name credential. And another side, like to make different kind of callouts from the external system, we create connected apps in Salesforce. We'll be covering that soon in the later sessions. So today I'll be creating one name credential. So in this name credential drop down, we can see that already I have created this name credential, so I can select that. But let me quickly show the name credential details. So in this name credential, we can see that I have added this external credential as well, and in the name credential URL as this termination base URL. And if I show this external credential, so this external credential is part of this name credential, and I have created one principal. So principal for this external credential, so that uh, this can be this can be utilized uh, to add the permissions for this external credential to make callouts. So like if I show the profiles for this user, let me search for the system admin profile. So in the system admin profile, this permission needs to be given enabled external credential principal access. So I have already added this one, this principal name is showing dummy JSON principal. So that needs to be added into the profile or any permission set level, so that we can make callouts with this name credential. And if any authorization headers like client ID, client secret, we can also add in this external credential. And or for the name credential, sometimes we need to, in our Omni Studio sessions I have shown, we need to provide this allowed namespaces for callouts access. So if we are making callouts from a managed package system, so that managed package permission needs to be provided. So like if I am calling out from the velocity tools, like velocity ins managed package is installed, so that managed package namespace needs to be provided here as a allowed namespace for the callout, so that we can make callouts from those tools. But since I am calling out from the Salesforce, so there will be no issues. I don't need to add any namespaces permissions. So this is all about this name credential, and the name credential, the name is dummy JSON named cred. So I'll be just putting our external service name. So dummy JSON external service. and there should not be any spaces in between the words. And I have selected this name credential, and in this URL it's showing this name credential, that base URL for the endpoint. So I'll be clicking on next, and in the label I need to provide the label for the endpoint. Like I want to get the category list, so I'll be providing the label like get category list. And in the method we need to provide the HTTP method. Like in this case, since I am making call out to get category list, so I'll be using this get method. And in the URL path, in the base URL is showing here, and in the URL path need to provide the remaining portion of the URL. So I'm just putting it here, and font slash needs to be there. And if any query parameters are there, in this case, since this is a simple mock API, so that's why you don't need any API keys. But in this case, for any restricted endpoints, we need to provide like key as like API key need to be provided. In that case, API key data type could be text, so string that can be added these query parameters. But as of now, I'm just simple adding the remaining portion of the URL in the URL path section, and I'll be clicking on next, and I'll select on connect for schema next, and it's showing the whole URL path. And if I click on connect, it will provide the response, and we are getting this response. The status code is 200 and the data structure is like in item we are getting. And I will be clicking on save, and I will provide the name as get category list, and that's all. So I'll be saving the flow first. Screen flow. And another thing will be getting like whenever the I want to show a message for the I want to show a responses for this endpoint. So whenever we are getting the status code 200, I'll be showing one message. So I'll be just clicking on this plus icon, and we'll put one decision element to check for the success status uh, code 200. So I'll be using the resource as the action, like action then response code should be equals to 200. Then only I want to show that message in the screen element. So I'll be adding one screen, and in here I will be just adding one display text. I'll be selecting the resource like this, then these two axes, and I'll be clicking on done or category list. Also, I can print the status code as well. Okay, I'll be clicking on done and save. Let me debug the flow. And we can see that the status code is 200 and we are getting all the category list. from this endpoint. So this is how we can just simply use HTTP callouts in Salesforce ScreenFlow. So I'll be adding more tutorials on these flow related topics of the Salesforce. So please stay tuned. Please do like, share, subscribe my YouTube channel. Thank you.